In the heart of the chilly village of Snowflake Hollow, every winter brought sparkling snowflakes, shimmering icicles, and laughter echoing through the frosty air. The villagers loved winter, but no one loved it more than Frosty, a jolly snowman with a round belly, a carrot nose, and coal eyes that twinkled like stars. But Frosty wasn't just any snowman. He had a secret talent. He was an ice sculptor. With his magical twig arms, Frosty could turn any block of ice into breathtaking masterpieces. From icy castles to sparkling snow bunnies, Frosty's creations were famous across the land. But few knew how much he loved teaching others the magic of ice sculpting. One frosty morning, Mayor Holly, a cheerful squirrel with a fluffy scarf, announced something big. This year's Winter Ice Festival will feature a sculpting contest. The winner will have their sculpture placed in the town square forever. The villagers cheered, but Frosty's coal eyes widened with excitement. This is my chance to share my biggest masterpiece yet. But Frosty didn't just want to win. He wanted to teach others about the art of ice sculpting. Frosty decided to hold a workshop for anyone who wanted to learn the magic of ice sculpting. Come one, come all, he called out, setting up chisels, carving tools, and shimmering blocks of ice. His first students were an odd bunch: Bella the bunny, fast and full of energy, but very impatient; Gus the grizzly, strong but a bit clumsy with his big paws; Tilly the tiny fox, quiet and shy but with sharp eyes for detail. Ice sculpting takes patience, focus, and a sprinkle of imagination, Frosty said with a warm smile. Frosty showed his students a plain block of ice. Inside every block there's a hidden shape just waiting to come out. Bella tapped her foot impatiently. Can't we just start cutting already? Not yet. Frosty chuckled. First, you must imagine what's inside. Look at the ice and let it tell you its story. The students closed their eyes. Gus imagined a big bear made of ice. Tilly pictured a tiny fox. And Bella, well, she just imagined getting it done fast. Chapter 5. Chisels and Chips. Frosty handed out chisels and taught them how to carve gently. Small chips first, or you'll crack the whole block. Bella rushed ahead, carving too fast. Crack. Her ice block split in two. Patience, Bella, Frosty said kindly. Every sculpture needs time to come alive. Gus carefully chipped away at his ice, and Tilly made tiny, delicate cuts. Slowly but surely their creations began to take shape. Chapter 6. The Science of Ice. As they worked, Frosty explained the science behind the magic. Did you know ice is just frozen water? But when light hits it, it can sparkle like diamonds. Tilly's eyes lit up, so that's why it glows. And did you know temperature matters? Frosty added. Too warm, and your sculpture will melt. The students were fascinated, realizing that ice wasn't just cold and clear. It was a magical material full of possibilities. Chapter 7. Mistakes happen. The next day Bella tried again, but her impatience got the better of her. She chipped too hard. Crunch! And a bunny ear broke off her sculpture. She sighed, ready to give up. Frosty patted her gently. Mistakes are part of learning. Every great sculptor has made them. Let's start again, this time slower. Bella nodded, determined to improve. Gus was making a giant ice bear, but his big paws kept slipping, leaving dents. "I'm too clumsy," Gus grumbled. "Your strength is your gift," Frosty said. "You just need control. Try wrapping your paws around the chisel gently." Gus followed his advice, and soon his bear began to look magnificent. Tilly was quietly working on a detailed fox, carving tiny whiskers and delicate paws. "You've got an eye for detail," Frosty whispered. Tilly blushed. "I just like the little things." Her sculpture was so lifelike that even Frosty was impressed. "You might be small, but your imagination is huge." While teaching, Frosty began his own masterpiece, a towering sculpture of a magical winter castle, complete with sparkling towers, swirling snowflakes, and icicle spires. The students watched in awe as Frosty carved with grace and ease, each movement full of passion. "Wow," whispered Bella. "I want to make something like that one day." The big day arrived. Villagers gathered in the square, excited to see the sculptures. Frosty's students set up their creations nervously. The air buzzed with excitement as the judges examined each sculpture carefully. Bella's bunny sculpture was small but beautifully detailed. Gus's bear was strong and proud. Tilly's fox shimmered in the sunlight, looking almost alive. Just as Frosty was about to unveil his masterpiece, a strong gust of wind swept through the square. Crash! A tree branch broke off and smashed into Frosty's sculpture, shattering it into pieces. The crowd gasped. Frosty's masterpiece was gone. Frosty looked heartbroken, but before he could speak, his students rushed over. "Don't worry, Frosty. We'll help fix it," Bella said. "We can rebuild it together," Gus added. "Just like you taught us," Tilly whispered. The villagers joined in too, gathering tools and ice blocks. Working together, everyone chipped away at the ice, carefully reshaping towers, smoothing out walls, and adding sparkling details. Frosty's eyes twinkled with pride. Now this is a true masterpiece, a creation made with friendship and teamwork. By nightfall, the sculpture was even grander than before. The judges returned and were amazed by the teamwork and effort. Mayor Holly stepped forward. "This year's winners are not just the best sculptures, but the biggest hearts." Frosty's students were awarded the Golden Chisel for their dedication, patience, and teamwork. As snowflakes fell softly, Frosty gathered everyone around. Ice sculpting isn't just about making something beautiful. It's about patience, creativity, and helping one another. The villagers cheered and the festival lights twinkled like stars. And so, in the heart of Snowflake Hollow, the magic of ice sculpting and friendship shone brighter than ever before. The end.